Hey y'all, hey, it's me Fancy, and we are back again today with every fancy thing, artists, interviews, and more. And today I have the immeasurable pleasure of interviewing Turb. Hey,
What's going on? It's your boy Turb Kafelon. What's going on, y'all?
yes, Turb Kafelon in the building. So tell me, oh man, okay, so hey, for the H-Town people that already know you and the people that know you in other cities, that's all good. You got a good fan base. I've been peeping that. You got some good, strong, projects behind you, some amazing projects in front of you. But why don't you go ahead and let us know, everybody know a little bit about you, where you come from, and when you decided that you want to do this rap thing.
Well, I'm straight out that H-Town, Houston, North Side, born and raised, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a long time. I'm old school, so I've been doing this for a while and music just been in my family and around me. I've been loving music since the day I guess since the day of time. The day I came out my mama womb, I probably was bobbing my head to some music because I love music and this is what I'll be doing till I die.
Wow, absolutely. So, about what age would you say were you when you decided, like, hey, wait, I got something and I'm getting ready to show this to the world?
Well, I started when I was like 12. When I got probably like 14, that's when I really got feel like I was really doing something. I got 14. I wrote one song and the song went all the way around the hood and everybody used to see me. They wanted me to sing the song. So, by the time I got 14, I realized I really wanted to be that.
What was the name of the song?
Ain't to be fucked with.
Ain't to be fucked with. All right. Tell me a little bit about your younger years and your affiliations in your younger years. Who did you work with? Were you signed to a label? Or were you always
Well,
independent?
back in the day, I used to, do talent shows. Like, I've been in all the talent shows. I used to win talent shows. I used to win. I used to always win record contracts all the time. I won like 3 record contracts. But that was back when people was trying to portray they was this and they wasn't really there. Everybody was trying to be like Lil James, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to be Lil
Yeah.
James in the city. So everybody used to claim they got a record company and I just wanted to get on. So I used to just be around them, but they never had no serious like contracts. They wasn't serious contracts. They were just some bullshit that can't hold no orders because they really ain't they really the contracts really came to us. I could have sued them if the contracts was really work, really real because they wasn't doing what they said the contract was gonna do anyway. So it was I just was branching around trying to get in the game, dealing with this dude, dealing with the dude, dealing with this producer, rapping on these beats. I just it was getting my name out there at the same time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people knew me from me coming in their studios doing my thing. So like I said, as I got older, got serious, I started making my own money, start putting my own money behind myself. But I could have been on a bunch of labels. You know, I turned after I tried to be on a bunch of labels and didn't succeed. And then once I learned the game, a bunch of labels wanted me, but I had already learned the game, so I wasn't finna sign with these people. But I could have easily signed with anybody and had my name out there like the little Kikis and all that, you know.
Tell everybody the reason why you chose to stay independent. I mean, I absolutely applaud, the independent artists, underground artists. I always reference, and it's not a Texas artist, but of course we know plenty of Texas artists. UGK, of course UGK, but also you know, I always reference Master P. They started, grassroots, we call it. You know what I'm saying? They started from the trunk. They sold from the trunk. You know what I'm saying? They remained independent. And you see what Master P built. He has a full on empire, right?
Yeah, but like I said, like when I tried to get on to these record labels, I didn't really fully know the game. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about these contracts and all that, and how they'll jip you out your money, take you, rob you for your money and stuff. So I always was dealing with the middleman. You know what I'm saying? I never was dealing with the head man. Like I went in one time, I rapped in front of Lil James, and the dude brought me in front of Lil James. So when I rapped in front of him, he said, "I won't." It was me. Actually, it was me in a group that I was used to be in, and he said, "I want them." And the dude, we was young, so the dude like, okay, told us, go sit in the car. So he talked to Lil James, and when he got back in the car, he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna put y'all music out." You know what I'm saying? And eventually, it never happened with him. But at the same time, by him stopping us from signing with Lil James, when I learned the game, I didn't want to sign with nobody no more. Once I learned the game, and I thought I owed it to him for not letting us sign with Lil James, because I would have been on rap a lot. You know what I'm saying? And who
Yeah.
knows what will happen after that? Not saying I'm just, you can do the history. You know the history. Like
Absolutely. You can't be in Houston. You can't be in this. You cannot be in this arena and not know the history. You cannot know. Even if I don't intimately know the artist. You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody that I'm, becoming familiar with over the last few years or whatever, we all know the foundation in which rap in Houston was built on. We all know that. Everybody knows
exactly,
where it came from. We know the major labels. We know the major players. We've heard the stories, and like I say, I give all respect where respect is due when it comes to independent artists on the independent grind, because there's nothing else like it. I did want to acknowledge a couple of comments that came in. Kiki came on and she said, "Hey,
hey,
hey,
what's
Kiki."
going on?
And then Mr. Davis, I guess it's somebody that follows you, faithfully, said, "Hey, Turb, what up, Turb?"
What's up, my nigga? What's going on, boy? You in?
Hey, and then we have Raul Gonzalez, and he said, "I grind is jamming."
Thank
Hey,
you. Appreciate that.
that's not one that Fancy's in possession of right now, but I definitely will be in possession of it if it's jamming like that. I am,
Hey,
I am Miss Always On, what they call me out here in Houston. Miss Always On. She don't have a bad day. Can't have a bad day. So listen, speaking of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask you a question that I haven't asked anybody yet. You know what I'm saying? And this is the reason. There's a reason behind. There's a method to the madness. So say we all know that back in the days, a lot of artists really literally got fucked out of their money. We know that. You know what I'm saying? And when they asked for the ledger or they asked for the chart to see what their money went on, when they went back up and sat down in the office and thought they was really getting ready to get that payday, you know what I'm saying? Woo, it's time for us to get our money. You know what I'm saying? Rubbing hands together, making plans. Then they get $200-300. But you've been all over the world touring, everywhere. Everybody's loving your stuff. It's selling. Everything is going wild. You got people knowing your stuff word for word. Hey, you are just like a whole hood anthem all by yourself. So, but you get that $200 and you're looking like, where's my money? There was a culture in rap. Now, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I would absolutely compare it to a whole Suge Knight inquisition. If somebody was to go on Suge Knight's label, Death Row, and say, "Hey, I want to know where my money went," there would be a conversation that would be held behind closed doors. You understand what I mean?
exactly.
So in Houston, certain record labels, certain execs, there would be a conversation that would be held behind closed doors. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like today. Artists of today actually have the upper hand, not just because they're independent, but even ones that are signed to a label, because these record labels, they have somebody they have to answer to now. They have to show the receipts. I need to see the ledger of what my money was really spent on. And it can't be a roundup. Oh, you have this hotel and you have this tour bus and you have this gas and you have this chauffeur. And then, oh, guess what? We pay for these hoes. You know what I'm saying? It can't be that no way no more. They actually have to
No,
have
no.
paper receipts to show and paper trails to show what's up. So put yourself in the shoe of an exec in those days. Could you even fathom, or could you even in your mind justify the fuckery that went on between the execs that were there on the label, or the label owners, and the artists? Could you? That's a yes or no answer.
No, I can't. But a lot of that stuff is still going on. Don't get
Hell
it twisted. They ain't, don't get it twisted. Like the best way to go is independent. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand what a record label. Well, I understand that they probably can get your stuff a little farther than you can. I mean, I don't really care about a little farther if it gotta go through. I gotta get fucked to get a little farther. So, you know what I'm saying? If I'm cool where I'm at right now and I'm not getting fucked, but to get a little farther, I gotta get fucked. I'd be rather cool where I'm at right now. As long as I'm eating and living and fit to feed my family, I'm good. I'm not out here trying to be the biggest artist in the world. I'm not trying to reach what Jay Z because a lot of these people behind them by it, they want to get what Jay Z. Boy, you just
Hey,
don't know what
and
Jay Z
look,
did to get there.
in the immortal, never dying words of Ice Cube, no Vaseline.
Exactly. You
Let's
know
keep
what I'm
it real. No
saying? Take a
Vaseline.
lot.
And to that point, Raul is commenting and he says that's the BS industry. Got to be independent. I couldn't agree with you more, Raul. What you think, Turb?
Exactly. You got to. I mean, what the record label doing really you can get yourself a little far because the internet, that's all you need. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get out here and grind, and you got to get out here and take care of your business. You know what I'm saying? Learn
Speak
how to take care of
it.
business, and you ain't got to worry about all that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was it'll be a different story if I was with my record label. When I get to signing people to my record label, it's gonna be a different story. Ain't gonna be no fucking going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't out to fuck nobody.
We're
I'm
gonna be
I'm,
real
I'm,
because
I'm
we've
trying
been
to make
through it.
people billionaires. And I become a millionaire. I'm gonna try to make the next person on the side of me a millionaire. Then, you know what I'm saying? If I if I feel like I want to fuck you, I don't even want you around me. You know what I'm saying? Like cause I need somebody smart, somebody that ain't gonna let me fuck them anyway. If I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna even let me. That's the type of person I want to be around because we gonna get money together. We both thinking the same thing. Let's get this money and put that bullshit to a side. But
You
these
sure
records,
right. You sure right. Because it happens too. It happens far too often. You don't have honesty in the industry. You have everybody in the culture in Houston, Texas alone. And I think that we have the right and the power to speak over Houston, Texas, because we are both creative artists in Houston, Texas. And the culture alone is everybody's holding everybody back and holding everybody down. And this is where it comes to, what are you made of? You know what I'm saying? Are you a
yeah,
man of your word? What do you stand on? And you have people here vouching for you in your comments. Mr. Davis is like, you genuine.
man. I mean, that's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, that's right. I don't want nothing that don't belong to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna earn everything that I ever set out to need, want, desire. I'm about to earn it all. You ain't about to give it to me because I'm not gonna allow you to say that you gave it to me, and I'm not gonna put you in a position to take it away from me. That's why I value and appreciate the independent grind.
but see, people they get impatient. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I could have been on somebody's label. I could have
Yeah,
been did that. Right now, I would have been a legend in the game by being on somebody's label, but probably wouldn't have had no money to show for it. You
that's right.
feel what I'm saying?
Talk to me about, and I reference this a lot. It's one of my favorite quotes ever. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, people that know Fancy know that I speak like in lyric, but a lot. It's part of who I am. But I often say, hey, in the words of the immortal Pimp C, Chad Butler, pimping ain't dead, it just moved to the web. Y'all better go
Exactly.
get that money. So the reason why I bring that up, sir, is to say, that people are using these social media platforms that are right in front of you. You got gold right in front of you. You got platinum right in front of you at your fingertips. Free apps that you use every day. Come on, I'm about to school y'all. You got free apps that you use every day that you get on here and you artists get on here and you play. What you got to say about them artists that get on just to play? It's okay if you're cool and you've secured your empire. I got you. If you got a regular job and a career and you good with that, you own your own business, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about you artists that, really want to be something, promote your music, let somebody hear you, get out here, because you got something special, but then yet still you want to get on social media and play and look at the big booty bitch. Talk to me about your advice about that. How you feel about people playing on social media?
Well, I mean, if you want to play on social media, play on social media. If you want to be serious about the music, be serious about the music. You got to separate. You got to separate the two. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna be the clown or you're gonna be the serious one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it, I mean, that's what the thing is that they see. They got the. Let me tell you what it is. They done seen these other people do it. Everybody think what somebody else do gonna work for them. You know what I'm saying? Like they think because this man made it doing some dumb shit, they can get on there and do some dumb shit. And see, that's where the game got twisted at. Because it used to be like, if you couldn't have no talent, you couldn't. It wasn't about your talent, man. All that other stuff wasn't even much. We wouldn't give a damn if you could pop your eye out and put it back in and rap at the same time. Now we need them lyrics. We need them. We need a good song. And like that,
Right. You got to show and prove, dog. It's about the battle. Back when we was coming up, it was about the battle. You look, Raul says back in the days there was no social media to put yourself out. So you really had to do a grassroots from the mud. You had to do it. You had to go and put it in the DJ's hands. And you had to be in people's face. You had to get on people's nerves. You had to aggravate people. And you had to get turned down. You know what I'm saying? You had to, you know?
yeah,
Uh,
don't get me wrong. It's a blessing to have a computer. It's a gift and a curse. That's just what it is. It's a gift and a curse because a lot of these people would not be popping right now without this computer, without the internet, without the IG, without they would not be popping at all. You know what I'm saying? Because you really had to get out there and show the world, and a lot of these people wouldn't even be known. So it's a blessing for that. But I mean, it's a bunch of foolery on there. Come on,
Listen, you
everybody can vouch for
got
that.
you gotta grind. You gotta grind to get it. Like I just did an artist interview with Mike C. You gotta grind to get it. You got to mash. You got to go every day. These things are right in front of you. Why are you not utilizing what's right in front of you? Your platforms are right there. You want to get on and look at big booty bitches and play.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Hayes Vision says we work. You can Google it.
Well, basically, them people, them people ain't really trying to do nothing anyway. If they ain't figured that out, you either gotta be 6 years old, or you really can't be six. Because I know some 6 years old get on there and get that money. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta be on a rock or something if you ain't figured that one out. Like you got it. Your tool is right here. Your phone, your laptop, your desktop. You in there? That's worldwide.
Absolutely. We connect in so many ways, you guys. I mean, we connect in so many ways. You have everything in your power. You have to leave your house. Coronavirus has proved that. People are working from home more effectively than they ever worked in an office, and people can see that. So musically, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing else that you can even compare it to. So look, I want to talk to you about this music. I want to talk to you about what you've been doing. I want to talk to you about this massive, huge feature with this over international artist, OG in the game. Talk to me about Still Standing. Talk to me about what is Still Standing about, who it features, and when it drops. Because I'm gonna go and play it for them to hear a little bit of it.
Well, that's still standing. That's a song, It's talking to it's dedicated to people who been through things, and if if you've been through something, and you feel like you can look back and say, man, that could have been it. You know what I'm saying? I could have been out of there. I'm
Yep.
still here. And you know, if you're the type of person that everybody always trying to count out, when you always trying to do something, they always trying to count you out from doing it or trying to doubt you, and you still doing your thing, you still going strong, you still standing. You know, you got some people wishing that wish you bad. That they look a couple of years back, they was wishing you don't make it. They was wishing bad things on you, and they didn't really think you would last. You know what I'm saying? And then 3 years later, you still here. You can look back at them like I'm still standing. You know what I'm saying? And
Hell yeah.
the reason why,
Hey, shot
the
at my
reason,
head twice. Could have been dead twice. Gotta thank the
yeah,
Lord. Okay,
exactly.
that's the lyrics of who? Turb, y'all. Still standing.
So, and you know, I wanted Spice One when I seen I had the chance to work with him. I wanted him on that song because I had already had Low Life from Fifth Ward Boys on there. And, you know, I always wanted to work with him. We always talked about doing the song together. So I finally got the song, and it was no pun intended when I put him on there about the song. But I started thinking about, damn, you know, this is a good song for them because, you know, they was
They
one
still
on top.
standing 30
You
years
know, man,
later.
they still doing their thing. So I feel like it's like a perfect song for them, you know. They
Yeah,
still
it's 30
standing.
years later in the game, they still standing. And y'all all got
Exactly.
a relationship. That's an amazing relationship. So, Turb, why don't we just go ahead and drop this still standing for people? Let's get this honest reaction about what we got. How about that?
Hey, let's do it, man. This is still standing from the featuring Low Life from the
Low
Fifth Ward
life
Boy,
before boys.
featuring
Y'all
Late
just
Gangster,
know.
Spice One from the album Horizon coming soon after the quarantining. It will be dropping. Here it is, still standing. Let's do
Y'all,
it.
let's get it. Let's get it. Let me get it up in here right quick, y'all. We're gonna get it right now. Let me go and put it on. You know, technology does its little thing, but definitely we gonna get it. Gonna get
Hey,
it.
we gonna get it right. We gonna get it right.
Still standing. It's not something that you are going to ever forget. Once you have an opportunity to listen to this, you're gonna be like, how do I get this? Where do I get it from? Nancy been jamming it on my live. It's on. Y'all ready? Here we go.
You know, it take a real soldier to fall down and get right back up. You know what I'm saying? I'm still standing like a white pole after the storm. Let go. I'm still standing there, 10 toes stuck to the ground, and still standing there. Probably what my time and like this out in my head twice. Gotta thank God I'm still living, could have been dead twice. Been trying to hold me down, but I came up strong though, strong flow. Can't be touched now with a long flow. Keep my grass up, now with a long flow. No slip, trip, feel it, John Doe. Ain't that reason where I'm going, I got my own man. Never even really was down, I had my own man. Can't take the real up about me, it's scared me. Short niggas, but when I stand behind, I'm 10 feet. Still standing.
Hey!
And I'm about to shine. Gotta shine. They been locked up. And I hit my block up. Show them they can't stop us. We still standing there. Look straight when I popped up. And my pockets all knocked up. And my wrists all rocked up. They can't stand it. Trust I roll up. My muscle I smoked out. My wrist I got poked out. I can have you choked out. Shout out to that boy Low Life, man.
I promise. You wanna go to war?
Nigga got the streets on the wall. Never eat when the beef on the park. Smoke out my loud in the car. Smoke right in public you park. Stand on everything I start. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Living like I'm gonna make it. Still standing. I'm still standing after all this time. I'm still going for mine. And I'm about to shine, still standing. We feel like my mama, while I'm staying strong. Keep the G like a motherfucker, Mr. Boss. Really did the duck and suckers, give it at 1,000. Still shining like a cookie king. Everybody wanna put a beer around it, but you gotta find and get back up. Can you take a picture, still keep standing? And I'm about to shop in the 4-5 cannon. Speaking of the gangster, run up in the bag, I'm with the heat and have you ain't seen shit. Tell you, you them shots like me, the OG. My daughters, everything I know, just like I'm golden. Hey, we gon' ride it under them. Hey, to the East Bay gangsters, the smoke for the birds of Sam. Rest in peace to the fallen soldiers. We gon' ride it under them. Take it up to the East Bay gangsters, put the spikes, the birds for the slam. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like I'm gonna begin. After the longest time, I'm still going mine, and I'm about to shine. I'm still standing. Oh.
Renzi.
Who's on the hook? Lord, tell them, Turb, who's on the hook?
Who that is?
On the hook. On the hook of the song.
That's my boy. That's my boy One.
There it is.
Shout out to my nigga One, man.
Hey, Mr. Davis is giving you all the praises up, saying that's fire. Hey.
That's my nigga. What's up, man? Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love.
Raul says I'm bobbing my head.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
it. And Hayes said it's always fire. Hey. So talk to me about when you wrote that. You know what I'm saying? What was your mood when you wrote it? You already explained what it means, but what was your mood when you wrote it?
Well, actually, when he did that track, I was in the studio when he did the track. Actually, I really came up with the ideal on the track. And when he did the track, so as he was doing the track, something about that, I always liked that hook, you know what I'm saying? And I immediately started humming that hook to the track. And once I started humming that hook, I knew it was, the one to put on there. So once I wrote it, I just around the house just kept saying it to myself until I just said, you know what, this is a jam. You know what I'm saying? This be jamming.
Yes, and you know what? So many people can identify with that. You know what I'm saying? The struggle is definitely real, and no matter what your struggle is, you know what I'm saying? We've been through it. Everybody in life has been through it. I've been telling people, I've been saying, you know what? Keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? In the words of Mortal Tupac, keep your head up. But you know what I'm saying? This is just another one, y'all. No matter what we go through, we're gonna go through a whole lot more. No matter what you've been through, breakups, makeup, divorces, you've been lied to, you've been hurt, you've been hurt, you've been cheated on, you've been ripped off. It don't matter. You've been lost. You lost out on a job that
exactly. It goes for everything.
Whatever. You an artist in the game, you know that you got passed up. You deserved it. But guess what? This is a song for everybody. It can apply to everything. I was talking with her this morning, before we had the interview, and he was like, you know what? As a matter of fact, this song right here can really, really, really apply to coronavirus. Hey, we still standing. The people that were sick, the people that made it through, that pulled through, the people that haven't been affected, we still standing. We still here supporting our folks, doing our craft, doing our creativity, doing everything that we need to do.
Exactly.
Hey, Hayes Vision says looking like a true survivor.
Exactly.
Mr. Davis says most definitely a jam.
And you know, when you look at when it's saying you looking like a true survivor, meaning like you made it. You done made it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm there.
I'm winning again.
I came through the fight.
Spice listens to that song every time I'm in the car with it. I listen to it. He'll be standing outside the car. He'll be inside wherever, studio, whatever. He'd be bobbing that head. He'd be like, looking like a true survivor. He'd be
Hey,
like, feeling like I'm winning
that made
again.
me. Hey, I like that. I like that
I'm
because
still
hey,
standing.
man, 'cause that boy, I love his part. Like
And
I
you know,
love that boy part.
y'all. But hey, look, that one right there stole a whole piece of my heart because I can identify with that. I've been on the grind for a long time and I celebrate the independent artists. So Turb, I definitely celebrate you. We're going to do big things together. I want to get into the next one. Just play a little bit of snippet of, I remember the window. I want to talk
Yes.
about that. Talk to me about I Remember the Window.
Well, that's a serious hook. Like on there, like when you say I remember the women that the window, that mean like you know outside looking in. You remember trying to get in and people wouldn't let you. And wasn't nobody trying to hit. You know what we talked about earlier, like trying to get in the
Yes.
game and people just won't let you in, and you sitting out there looking, seeing, you know. For example, like I knew a couple of people that was, same predicament I'm in, same, we on the same struggle, the same grind. They makes it and don't pull a brother in, don't want to pull nobody in with them because, a lot of people feel like they bring you in, you gonna take their side, you know what I'm saying? And
No, because
which is
everybody got their
crazy,
own
like,
life.
hey
Everybody got
man, we
their
could
own
do this
life.
thing together.
Yes, everybody got their own light. Everybody got their own opportunity to shine. We all got our own shine. You know what? It was designed that way. Sadly, but hey, what about Turb? What about the people you put on that shit in your face? The shit on you. You put them
Exactly, that's
on.
what I'm saying.
Hey, you got major artists out here. I'm not saying no names. They have put motherfuckers on like all the way. Carried their motherfucking ass to the label. Got them a deal. Put them on their motherfucking tour. Paid for whatever they needed for promo, whatever. Really laid that lick down for them folks. And then you know what? They got up here, they blew up, and guess what? I forgot to fuck about you. Isn't that something?
Exactly. I
And
didn't
you, in the words of in the words of my late mother-in-law, ain't that nothing?
trust me, I done been through it all. Like I'm telling you, I done been through that. I done brought people in places with me when I shouldn't even brought these people in these places. And when we got into places, these people try to take over, and I'm bringing them in this place. And you know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to them going into a place like that, they won't even bring me in a place like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like now they wouldn't even come get me to be in sit in the office of Universal Ruckus. You know what I'm saying? Like I did. Like
The
if it
hate
was the other way
is
around,
alive
oh
and it's
no, they would
real.
kill me far away. But the difference was if they'd have brought me in there, I'd have played my position. I wouldn't try to overtalk them and this day in there. I'm there. I'm gonna be happy to be in the room and rooting for you to get on because I know if you brought me in the room with you right here, you're gonna take me to the next spot with you.
You ain't lying. You ain't never lied. Look, let's go on and get into this. I remember the window. What you say? Go
Hey,
on
this
into
song, this song, this song is featuring my girl, Miss Parker, straight out of Louisiana, New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? But she rep that H Town too. She been down here a while. So her name Miss Parker, featuring her. It's called I Remember the Window.
Let's see if we can go on and get into that one, y'all. Give you a little bit of that 100%. And go from there. Let's see if we can get into that one. I remember the window. We're waiting for it to load, of course. There we go.
We just shot the video for this too.
Needed a box, Lord, I needed a window. See, I was outside looking inside of the window. When nobody let me in, I remember. Had nobody call my friend, I remember. Needed a box, Lord, I needed a window. See, I was outside looking inside of the window. When nobody let me in, I remember. Had nobody call my friend, I remember. Yes, I remember. I learned how to live from running in these streets. Nobody gave me. Had to hustle hard just to eat. Everybody had a car. Had to get around on these feet. Had to keep my head above water. Try not to drown in an AD. I remember them days and them nights. I'm stuck out with nothing. Till I got up off my. And I got something. Boys see me coming up. And they wanna shut me down. Same people said they had my back. Same people let me down. One minute they mad at me, next minute they mad at me. Having a buck mentality, trying to be a fatality. I'm straight down, stuck in the smoke. Ain't no anybody, somebody come. Nobody came. Still went hard through the pain, stay free from them suckers. Won't see these suckers. By myself, that's how I always hustle. 70 racks, I put it up in the duffel bag. You like clowns in the circus. You got some fun trying to work it. You ain't got nothing going that deserves you. Yeah. Know what I needed a window. See, I was outside looking inside of the window. When nobody let me in, I remember. Had nobody call my friend, I remember. We just
Pop the piss
know what
in
I
the
needed
thought
a
I
window.
need a window.
See, I was
Like
outside looking
outside looking inside of the window.
when nobody
When
let
nobody
me
let
in,
me
I
in.
remember. Had nobody
And
call
nobody
my
called my
friend,
friend, I remember. Oh,
Powerful, powerful. Oh my, I can't give it all to him, sir, but
hey,
powerful.
we
Hey,
looking for that video. We looking for the video. It's coming on Street Flavor about 4 weeks. I got another video coming before that one, but that video coming. It's already shot.
definitely. And how about, hey, how about all I know? Talk to us about all I that's all I know. That's all I know. Talk to me about that. The premise of that. Talk to me about it.
That right there that's an inspirational song too. It should I mean it's to motivate. It's a motivating song let you know, you gotta you wanna get out here, you wanna be something, you gotta get out. You gotta get out and get I know a bunch of people. Really that song is directed to a few people I know. Like get up and get out and get something, man. Don't call me all the time hollering about you need something. You gotta get up, get out and get some. Outcast said that long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this song about. Like it's really telling me like all I ever known was to get out and get something. All I ever known was to hustle. I've been a hustler all my life, whether it come from the streets to a job. You know what I'm saying? To this music, I've been a hustler all my life.
Oh,
That's
go
all I
get it.
know.
Not go lay down and die.
I
Hey,
don't know nothing else but you know, I am never worried about how to get no money because that's all I know is how to get money. If I don't
that's
know nothing, I know that.
let me go on and get into that's all I know. That's all I know. How about that, y'all?
Let's do it.
All right, hold up 1 minute, okay? All right. Here we go, y'all.
That's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I know. Oh, 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 oh. That's all I know. Oh, 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 oh. That's all I know. All I know is get that dope. Forget that nigga. Forget that hoe. You ain't got time, gotta get that dope. That's all I know. All I know is get that cash. Better come to nobody sitting on the hand. Gotta get out the car, go get that cash. That's all I know. 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 Oh, 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 oh. I
And
don't
I don't give a damn if it's raining or sunny. If I do nothing else, I'ma go get me some money. That's all I know.
in the morning, get on my
Get on
grind,
my grind.
on my line, but I don't
Like,
answer. I
cause
got
I
time
ain't got time.
to be made. I got
I
bills
got bills to
and
pay.
I'm making it happen. So I'm killing the
Killing
game.
the game today.
It's a joke, and that won't
That
work for
won't
me.
work for me.
So I like that. I put that work up in
Work
the
up in
street.
these
I put
streets.
the game early when I was a BG. My OG.
Hey,
Man, you don't work, then you don't eat. That's all I
that's all I
know.
know.
All I know is get that
Is
dope.
get that dough.
Forget that hoe. You ain't got time, gotta get that
Gotta
dope.
get that dough. That's all I know.
All I know is get that
Is get
cash.
that cash.
Sitting on the hand, gotta get out the car, go get
Go
that
get
cash.
that cash.
All I know,
That's all I know.
that's all I know.
Oh, 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 oh. And I don't give a damn if it's raining or sunny. If I don't do nothing else, I'ma go get me some
That's
money.
all I
That's
know.
all I know.
Slow, get low. The sun is starting to get low. It's time to ride and get low.
Let's go.
That's all I know.
Huh? Stuff them jeans up in my jeans. Turn up nothing or something.
Waste no muscle, top of the
Come to
100.
100 bags like duff.
You strap with them suckers when you have a cat. They wanna
They
touch
wanna
it.
touch it.
Dirt to survive. Care about how nobody else
Body
feel.
else felt.
You know my heart and plus I
And
play
plus I
the
play the guard. That's all I know.
all I know is
To
that
get
dope.
that dough.
Forget that hope. You ain't got time, gotta get
Gotta
that
get that dough. That's all I know. All I
Hey,
know.
I'm in love. Hey. Hey,
Hey
but that's
man.
from one husband to another, right? We know you got to go out and get it. And that husband on, nobody else, husband on your grind to get what you need to make it. I ain't never about to lay down. I have this,
That
that one thing
exactly.
I've said it a million times. People ask me, hey, Fancy gonna do everything in her power to get what she needs to get done, except sleep with somebody.
Exactly. I mean,
I'm not finna get down with nobody like that to get what I need. But other than that, I'm gonna do everything but sell some coochie. I've said it a million times.
exactly. That's what it
Sell
is,
that,
man.
sell that, you sell your soul. But look, it's a part of you can't get back. But for real though, that's just what it is. So that's all I know. Mr. Davis says, "Amen." That this is definitely relatable. And he's like, "Let's go." He wanted to hear it, and hey, he appreciates that whole "that's all I know" movement because that's exactly what it is—a whole movement. So
Thank
look,
you.
couple more questions before I let you slide up out of here.
Okay.
I have thoroughly enjoyed this interview time. But first of all, I have to ask because I ask every artist, and I think I have the answer already. But this is just one thing that I do because I have debates sometimes, with some of the other people that I work with creatively and whatnot. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop on all your social media handles also, so people can get familiar with you if they're viewing later post interview. But look, okay, I often ask everybody that I interview, on the artist level, since you are a rapper, do you consider yourself, and I'm going to give you the examples, a lyricist or do you consider yourself a storyteller? Now, my reference is Biggie was a storyteller, Pac was a lyricist. And not at all saying that you have to compare yourself and weight to them, but which do you consider yourself, a lyricist or a storyteller?
Uh, let me say this as a MC. You know what I'm saying? I'm an MC. Let me. You know what I'm saying? That is really what I am. But I'm gonna tell you, MC. MC is he's can go lyrical and he can go storyteller. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
So
See
you
that what they realize,
absolutely do
what they
both.
really got wrong is Biggie was a lyricist and a storyteller. Nas is a lyricist and a storyteller. It takes lyrics to tell a story. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just telling a story like reading a book telling a story. He telling a story with lyrics. You feel me? Like
Yes.
them lyrics that this boy was when he talking about I skipped school and hopscotch. How he telling a story, he
Yes.
putting in lyrics telling a story. Pac is a MC. You know what I'm saying? He can tell a
Yeah.
story. Pac could have wrote a story. Pac
I
he
did
can
write a
lyrical.
story. Brenda's got a baby.
Yeah, exactly. He was a storyteller because he told his brother had a story, and and that's what don't get me. Like y'all don't understand that when that boy spit that sounded like a whole movie. Even when he shot the video, looked like a fucking movie. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? That was like
He was like a
a
pioneer with
movie when
that.
that came out. So
Looking at
yes,
him,
I am a lyricist, a storyteller, a
yes.
MC.
You're
That's
looking at
what I
him,
am. You know what I'm
pioneers
saying?
who do those movies. Pac did it with Brenda's Got a Baby. Spice did it with Welcome to the Ghetto. Welcome to the Ghetto was filmed right after the next day after the riot, after the Rodney King verdict.
Well, Spice told a whole story about liquor. You know what I'm saying? He
Yes,
told a whole liquor story. I mean, he killed the game. That's them lyrics. You know what I'm saying? That's what I am. I'm very lyrical. I'm an MC, and
yes,
I can tell a story. I got a song called The Blues. Like it's telling my whole childhood story. And you can just and people hear that song, they love that song, and it's telling my whole life story, like my childhood from from what I did. And you can just when you hear the song, you can visualize the words that I'm saying. You can visualize, you can see the whole picture in your head. That's the story.
Yes. Talk to me about the latest project and when you which should we expect a release of this project?
Well, everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody releasing music right now is just releasing singles and everything. Everybody trying to rate to we get just a little back to normal before they just start trying to just drop their projects. But I got 2 projects in the making, and both of them dropping. Both of them different projects. I got one project. I took it back. What I'm saying, on some R&B rap type stuff. What I'm saying, it's like bedroom music. It's a CD called Music to Sex To. It's one of the ones that you actually can. Back in the day, we used to go in there and
Yeah, like
give the
lights
girl. We
off,
put the music
like lights
on, slow
off.
jam on. And
Yeah.
that's what this is. You can actually put this on and chill with your girl. I mean, you ain't even got to be having sex when it come on, but by the time that CD stop, y'all should be the made a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. You
So
heard
that's
it
coming
first.
out. I got 14 songs on there, 14 nights. So I got 2 videos already shot to 2 songs on that project. You know what I'm saying? And I got another CD coming right with that one called Horizon. And that's basically with everything on there. You got some love stuff on there. You got that club. You got that seriousness. You got it all on there. And that's with the I'm still standing joint on there. The 3
That's what.
songs you just played, all of them on there. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I
got
got
a taste of
got
it.
them videos coming.
Yes. But we
So
definitely gonna be supporting that. We had a discussion about that earlier. Definitely gonna be supporting that. Supporting the whole movement. Your Mr. Davis says facts. Everything that you're speaking is facts. You know what I'm
let
saying?
me I need to say something before we go. Let me say I back in 2015, I was on this reality show called Little Women Atlanta.
Yes.
I was on the first season, uh episode 6. I was on there. It was a nice episode, and one of the cast members on there passed away. She was in a car wreck. Her name was Minnie. I like to say rest in peace to her.
Yes.
It was a pleasure working with them. I met her when I was on the show with them. So I like to give a condolence to her family and everything. Say rest in peace to her, man. Sorry that happened. That tragic, but yeah. So I just had to say that.
Of
Show
course.
my
We gotta
show
give the
my
love.
respect.
We gotta always remember where along our journey, we gotta remember those people that were
Yeah.
pivotal in our journny, and
People
absolutely.
wanna people wanna check that
Right.
episode out.
Yes.
You can put it up on YouTube or Google it. It's Little Women Atlanta,
Yes.
uh, first season, episode 6. Your boy
Got.
Turb was on there. Check me out.
Hey y'all, definitely that. So let me tell you, let me ask this before, because I posted your social media handles, and of course this video will definitely be available for sharing, and I'll have a copy for you available as well, so that you can do as you please with it, for the interview for purposes of marketing and promotion. But
Mhm.
what advice would you give to people that are upcoming now, that maybe are in the spot that they're not really seeing the movement that they think they should be seeing? They've been grinding for a while. They're not quite there yet. They've had some bad breaks along the way. What piece of advice would you give them?
I'm gonna tell them this: like, regardless of what you're going through, this is what you got to do. Regardless of what you're going through, regardless of how it's looking, how it seems, don't never stop doing you. Don't never stop dropping. Even if you feel like you got a new song and you done dropped 100 songs and none of them went nowhere. Now you got this other song and you start feeling like, you know what? Nah, don't do that. Drop it. Keep dropping it till somebody hear you, somebody listen. Because if you stop, you ain't gonna never. It definitely ain't gonna happen. You just gotta keep going, regardless how it looks. And then sometimes you gotta psych yourself out. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you gotta be your best
I psych myself
supporter.
out like everything great. You know, even if it don't feel great, somebody asks what's going on. Hey, it's great. What the music look like? Oh man, I'm doing good. Yeah, hey, you ain't seen I dropped a new song yesterday. You know, you gotta keep it moving. You just you can't sit still. You can't let it get you down. You just gotta keep on doing you. Hey, I'm gonna keep dropping mine till somebody get it.
Absolutely. Because, hey, what? Hey, it ain't the only thing that beats a fail is a what? A try. You can only tell me
Exactly.
no. You can only tell me no so many times. I'm gonna keep on going to whatever it takes for me to get that. I'm gonna keep on doing that. So, any shouts out that you want to give out before we wrap up?
Shout out to my boy Supreme Beats, man, who produced all that music y'all heard, man.
Hey,
Frank Nitty, man. It's my nigga, my partner, motherfucking crown right there, man. You know what I'm saying? YPF Entertainment. Shout out to CMS, man. That's my clique, man. Custom made stars. My boy Polo Bone. My boy my goddamn girl, Miss Parker. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Daddy J. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody else that's down with your boy. Shout out to my nigga that's listening right now. You know what I'm saying? Them my niggas. Shout out to them boys, man. We gonna do something big all the while, you know. And I'll check that video out on Street Flavor. All I want, you know what I'm saying? Check that video out. And I got the next video coming for you. Hey, I got some things coming, man. I got a whole lot of shit, man.
we're gonna get
You gonna see your boy. Just keep watching. You'll see
yes,
we got a whole coming out. Shout out to Hayes Vision, man, who be shooting my videos, man. My boy Stone and Hayes. Be looking for us to do big things, man. We got movies coming out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna holler at you. We want you to jump on, get some, you know, do some cameo if you want to on the movie we got coming out. You know,
hey,
we'll love that.
that's what's up. Hey, you know I'm always down, y'all. That's my tag.
Yes.
You know, I love the camera and the camera loves me. Hey, but I just want to say thank you so much for coming through. It means the world to me, you know what I'm saying, to have
Man,
somebody, you
thank
know,
you. I
with
thank you for
spirit,
doing this. You know,
somebody with the
this is a
spirit,
love this is a love
drive, you know what I'm
platform.
saying, the ambition, you know, somebody who recognizes the grind and the hustle in me. Definitely appreciate your support all the way. Definitely just want, you know, just want to say thank you. You know what I'm saying? Just definitely want to say thank you. Mr. Davis says it's grind season. All right. So look, y'all,
He know what time it is.
definitely want to say thank you for coming on again. You know what I'm saying? You know, everything at the core of everything that I do, it's all about the independent artists. It's about the independent grind, underground artists. I definitely appreciate that. And definitely you have to promise me that you'll be back. You know, we're gonna follow back up and say maybe, you know, by the end of the year and see where we're at. You
Hey,
promise?
we
All
linked.
right,
Me and
all
you,
right,
we linked. We got it. We gonna tear this thing down together. You know.
hey, like four
Tell my boy Frank
right.
I say I'll be coming down at a high level, man.
Hey y'all. All right. Well, we definitely appreciate you. I appreciate you for coming through. I appreciate all y'all for watching. Thank you so much, y'all. Hayes Vision, Mr. Davis, Raul Gonzalez, thank you for your comments. And also Kiki, thank you. Kiki, we love you. Y'all, we thank you and we appreciate y'all. Hey, until next time, y'all, it's fancy. And I'm signing off for every fancy thing, artist interviews, and more with the one and only
Turb Kafelon.
All right, y'all. Y'all keep it locked. We'll be back with y'all sooner than later.